because we're not doing any healing. Remember what I said before. We are not healers. We don't call ourselves healers. The Emuna energy program, we don't train people to call themselves healers. What the mindset is to work in humility, to recognize that energy doesn't have its own hand in the universe. We don't call energy a universal essence and life force. We don't do that. It's not, what is universal force? It doesn't have a mind of its own. Hashem controls everything. We said, the Ramban said, Hashem put energy into the world, and from there, that is the essence, that force is the essence for everything else to come into creation. So we're not healing. Only Hashem is healing. And what that means is, again, our job is to unblock the latent, innate potential of what can be, of the goodness that can arise. And that is part of creation. Hashem put goodness in everything. Our job is to believe in the goodness and to do energy work to unearth and reveal the goodness. And we're not manipulating or bringing something that wasn't already there. The key here is improvement. Are there slight changes? Can we see a hole of light in what was before a very, very dark, dreary, hopeless place? And the fact that you could see that, and sometimes it doesn't happen right away, but there's a slight improvement, and this is what I ask my clients, is there any change? Is there a nuance of change? Can you notice something with? And when I can recognize that we're all in the same boat, and we're all seeking and searching the same thing, to do and fulfill our job for which we were born into the universe to do, and to come back after 120 with pride and with happiness, to face Hashem and to say, I hope I made you proud. I hope that I did better and I made the world a better place. That's all we all want to do. None of us want to do at the soul level. None of us wants to do anything else. That's all we want to do. And when I can recognize that common goal that we all share, that benevolent, godly intention and goal that runs through the veins of every single creature in the universe, even the cockroach wants nothing else than to fulfill God's will for being created in the world. Did you know that? Even the ant wants nothing else but to fulfill the role that which it was brought into the world to do. If it was to teach me, the one who's looking at the ant, a lesson, or whatever it is, at the end of the day, on a soul deep, deep, deep level, that's all you and I want to do. And when I could recognize it, and recognize that we all have a lot of common things that we share, and I tap and ride on that wavelength, on that consciousness, on that energy field, then I could connect to the person in front of me. That means I'm attached to something higher than me. That's what the higher me means. There's something higher than me. So automatically, when I go to this higher consciousness and the higher end of me, I'm recognizing that I'm more than my body. I'm recognizing that I'm made up of other dimensions than my logical mind and pea-sized brain, correct? So ultimately, the goal of all of this is to recognize, again, not just the endless possibilities of what can be and who I can become and what could become of this distress that I'm facing, of this stuckness that I feel I can't get out of, God forbid, but it's to feel the everlasting love and kindness and oneness of Hashem running through me. It's to attach to that higher end possibilities of anything can happen here, right? Anything can happen here. That's what intuition means. Intuition is the voice of hope. Intuition is the voice of goodness. Intuition means there's so much more to my picture than I see in front of my fleshy eyes. My eyes are human eyes, but God's eyes sees everything from way above and from way below and way to the left, way to the right and way to the left, way to the front and way to the back, and inside and outside and everything. That's what intuition means, that I'm connecting myself to other parts of the story of my life and to the life of others. And again, I'm recognizing and I'm trusting and I'm believing in the truth of that. That's truth. Truth is intuition, because intuition means there are so many more messages and so many more angles to seeing this situation than I'm seeing. There's so many dots that I have yet to connect in the story of my life. And that's true reality. Intuition, when you're really there in that zone, you're really seeing more of that big picture. The whole big picture, you'll never see the entire picture. Remember, again, only that's for Hashem. It's for His eyes only. But you can get a greater glimpse. You can expand the ability to be able to see things. But it only comes if you are really fueled by one motivating force: humility. I could do great things when I realize how small I am. And when I realize that when I connect to Hashem's greatness, then the greatness and the expanded picture is from Him. That's when intuition really is something you can trust. Now again,